A very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on Channel 1 MTV. We start off with a look at the headlines. Deputy Minister of Economic Development says tourist arrivals have grown by 36%. Motor Traffic Department to cancel the driving licence of drivers breaking road rules. A 6.8 magnitude earthquake shakes Fukushima again. Now for those stories in detail, Deputy Minister of Economic Development Lakshmanya Pabivardhana says that so far this year tourist arrivals have increased by 36%. He expresses view at a discussion held in Arugambe yesterday.
A meeting was held to discuss the Arugambe surfing event which is scheduled to take place at the end of this month.
අරුගම්බේ ගත්තම සංචාරකයන්ට ඉතාමත්ම වැදගත් වෙන්නේ ලෝකයේ
Arugambe has been recognized as one of the top surfing venues in the world. Our target is to uplift surfing in the area in the next 5 years. Today, the tourism industry has reached great heights. During the first 6 months, we have received more than 300,000 tourists. During this time period, the tourism industry decreased by 15 to 19% elsewhere in the world. But in Sri Lanka, this industry has increased by 36%.
නමුත් ලංකාවේ 36ක වැඩිවීමක් තියෙනවා.
The Motor Traffic Department says that a program will be implemented to cancel the driving licence of drivers breaking road rules. The Commissioner General of Motor Traffic, B.D. Dharmapriya, stated that ministerial level discussions are being held in this regard. He further said that optimum measures would be taken to prevent road accidents at the point of issue of the driving licence. Issuing of licence for heavy and light vehicles within a day would be discontinued to support the new plan. An applicant for a light vehicle licence would be given the opportunity to face the practical examination only 3 months after getting through the written examination. Also under the proposed plan, the heavy vehicle licence will be issued only to applicants who have held a light vehicle driving licence for 2 years. He added that plans would be put in place to launch the new program in collaboration with the Police Department and the Ministry of Justice. Power and Energy Minister Champika Ranaka says that the main aim of his ministry is to generate 20% of the national electricity requirement through the use of renewable energy by year 2020. He expressed his view at a function held in Colombo yesterday.
Function as we are threshold of achieving target of 100% electrification of our country by 2020 and to generate 20% of our electricity from non-conventional renewable sources by 2020. This by no means was an easy target. I must say that all the officials of the Ceylon Electricity Board as well as the ministry have worked towards achieving this goal as a team. Therefore, I am sure in this sphere of activity, all of you will work hard as a team to set out goals and achieve them for cost-effective and green power.
A key characteristic of a developing country is to have fulfilled at least the basic needs of its people. However, the residents of the Galnava and Galmadiava areas lament that there is hardly anything that has taken place in their village that they could call development. These days, their main livelihood has been threatened.
The residents of Galmadiava area, which comes under the purview of the Galnava Pradesha Sabha, rely on chena cultivation as their main livelihood. These residents have been severely inconvenienced due to the collapsing of the anicut of the tank, which provides water for their cultivation purposes. This hasn't been renovated. The forest has overgrown in the area where the anicut is located. There are 2 roads, but both these roads are in a dilapidated state. We have no way of travelling when we fall sick. We made inquiries in this regard from the chairman of the Galnava Pradesha Sabha, W.M. Chandratilaka. We have made an estimate and steps have been taken to look into the situation. We believe that electricity will be provided within the next 2 to 3 months. We have also taken steps to renovate the tank. We have sent in a proposal to the district irrigation department as well. In a short period, this will be done and people will be able to make use of this tank.
A press briefing was held in Colombo with the participation of several trade unions. The briefing was chaired by the chairman of the National Trade Union Centre, K.D. Lal Kanta.
The press briefing was summoned to highlight the necessity of safeguarding democracy and also to call for the increase of wages by 10,000 rupees. There is not even a stone in our hand. If anyone attacks when someone is fighting for his or her legitimate rights, whether it is thugs or anybody else, that person has a right to attack in return. It was that right which was exercised in Katunaika. We have a right to take action when our right to express our ideas through poster campaigns is taken away.
A special program was held to rebuild the cordial relationship that existed between the residents of Batikdo and the police. In recent times, certain incidents had created a dent in this relationship. The program was held with the participation of Senior DIG Pujit Jasundara at the Kadir Naru Mahavidyalaya Hall. Senior police officials and residents in the area were present at the occasion. The Department of Probation and Childcare says that a national policy will be formulated to ensure the security of the children in the northern province. Its Commissioner Sarat Abegunawardene said that information has been received about the harassment of children in the province. He pointed out that information has been received on the use of child labour as well. Sarat Abegunawardene stated that his objective is to formulate a national program to rectify this situation. Still in local news, the UMP says that the people have lost trust in the police due to the interference of politicians. Parliamentarian Kabir Hashim expressed this view at a media briefing held in Colombo this morning.
දැන් අපි පරණ කාලේ නම් අපි අහලා තියෙනවා භූතයා රීරියකා ගැන. නමුත් මේක
In the good old days, we've heard about the Bhuta and Viriyaka. But this grease devil is a modern phenomenon. He is on par with technology and even wears pants. That is how the villagers see him. When there is such a situation and when we have such a good police service, there must be a reason as to why they cannot implement the law. The people's trust in the police has diminished due to political interference. This is exactly why members of civil society take the law into their hands. They take matters into their own hands because politicians interfere with their activities.
ගන්න